show. Hey, yo. How you doing, everybody? It's Thursday. So yeah, long awaited. I know, I've been slacking. But here we are. The top 25 comic book covers of the Bronze Age, as defined by science and the committee that was convened to determine such things. As you know, that's how we do things. Science, AI, authorities on the subject. We convene the panel. We look at the data. We review things. We look at context and, artistic merit. This isn't opinion. This isn't. I know. Look, I heard it with the Silver Age again. Chonko, we think it's just you and your opinion. And my opinion. Well, did you convene a panel? Do not trust the science. Here we are, everybody. Everybody proclaim in the comments, I trust the science. That's the list. That's the list. That's the list. So let's get started. Let's talk about the panel first this time. So, I want to get an artist's perspective. And as you know, I have this ability to contact the dead. It turns out. So yeah, the first, without further ado, the great Salvador Dali. Salvador Dali helped with this list, gave the perspective, showed a little bit of insanity, which we need from time to time. So, thank you, Sal. I've been calling him Sal recently. We've been good friends. I asked him, Sal, do you do drugs? He said, my friend, I am drugs. And I said, I like that. I like what you're saying. So, then, we had to get somebody very wise. Last time we had Yoda, hard to understand him. This time, consulted with Master Splinter. So, Master Splinter helped us. Very wise for a rat. Very small. Smaller than you think. He looks taller on cartoons, but he's shorter than you think he is. I don't know. He smells bad. Don't tell him I said that, but he smells bad. The old man doesn't take a shower, dude. But he's very wise. He was able to help with the list, with the authoritative list based upon science. And then you know how we do. We had to include a woman on the list, as we always have. It's been brought to my attention that, Chonko, you're really only picking very attractive women to be on these lists. And I said, I need someone with perspective. So we reached out to the great and powerful owner and I think curator as well of the Frazetta Museum in Florida, an authority on comic book art, and specifically Frank Frazetta, the great and powerful Sarah Frazetta. Sarah Frazetta helped us out. And yes, she's ridiculously hot too. Yes, that helps. That helps make it on the panel. Okay? Mea culpa. Mea maxima culpa. And then, we had to go to a new institution, help us out. And, I've been doing a library and some universities. I decided to do both. We went to the Art Institute of Chicago, who helped us out. Thank you, Art Institute. We dig your lions. Thank you. And, yeah. And we needed AI. Of course, we brought AI to bear because that's what we do. So, past episode, data helped us, but we went to an even higher source. We went to the Star Trek onboard computer of the Enterprise, the next generation Enterprise. So we went for a newer model of the computer. Helped us, AI brought to bear, advanced AI beyond us, beyond our meager AI that we have now. So yes, list is beyond reproach. There can be no questions. It's not like every time you go, but actually, Chonko, I think I'll say, well, yes, you can have an opinion. That's, everyone's entitled to an opinion, of course. But did you bring science to bear? What committee did you go to the Art Institute? Did like the Super Smoke Show Sarah Frazetta help you with your list? No. Sorry. That didn't happen. This is the list. Let's get started. And I have a lot more of the covers this time, because I do dabble in Bronze Age more than I do Silver. So, the very first on the list, Batman 232, the Ra's al Ghul cover. There's going to be some Neil Adams on the list, so just prepare for that, okay? The green Ra's al Ghul cover makes the list, and while we're at it, Batman 251. Of course that makes the list. Of course, Batman 251, the Joker cover, of course that makes the list. You knew that was going to make the list. I wasn't going to do a list without it. Duh. Chonko, we were worried. You weren't worried. You're just pulling my chain. Speaking of pulling chains, another Neil Adams is on the list. Superman 233, the Breaking of the Chains cover. Because Superman is strong. He can break those chains. And we're starting with DC, we're going to go to Marvel, and then we're going to go to all the books I have, which I have a lot of them this time, guys. You're going to like this. You're going to like it a whole lot. Action 419, another Neil Adams cover makes the list. What are you doing, Chonko? Is the whole list Neil Adams? It might be. Stay tuned. You don't control me. Superman with the cool, city in the background, entire city. Just awesome cover. Then next, how about Courts and Controversy? As you know, one of the hallmarks of the Bronze Age was it started to get darker again, where the Silver Age was mostly a reaction to the comics code, and covers were toned down, something, and kind of goofy, a lot of them. I'm just saying. Green Lantern, Green Arrow number 85, the holy shit, Speedy's a junkie cover makes the list. Speedy, what you doing? You're gonna Cobain yourself on the comic book cover, dude. We'll get into some Marvels maybe. Next, we'll do some Marvels here. Don't worry, there are more DC. I just have them. Shh. You. I saw what you just said. Shh. That's enough. That was rude. Well, don't do it this time. Amazing Spider-Man 151, this Ramita cover where Spidey's coming out of the water. Great cover. I think one of my favorite Spider-Man covers from this age. Conan number 1 makes the list. We could have went with a lot of Conans. I chose it because it's iconic. Makes the list. It makes the list. Conan number 1 makes the list. Guys, you knew it was going to be on the list. And then how about a curveball? You're not going to even expect this one. You're not even going to expect this one. Machine Man number 1. Not the first series. The second series that starts in 1984. The Barry Windsor Smith crazy, computer chippy cover. Wild and crazy makes the list. It makes the list. I know what you're saying, but Chonko, we need some Micronauts. No, you're not getting any Micronauts. Shut up. Who said that? Go in the corner and think about what you just said. You're not getting any damn Micronauts. All right. So let's go with the ones I have. So, of course, we're going to have some Wrightson. And of course, that means, Swamp Thing's going to be represented. And I looked, at all of them, and consulted with the panel, and it was all weighed and measured, and we came up with 2 Swamp Thing covers. First, we have number 2, Swamp Thing number 2, the amazing Bernie Wrightson, this fantastic, almost like a golden age kind of a cover. Indisputably a great cover. It makes the list. And while we're at it, I think you probably knew when there are 2 Swamp Things, you probably knew the other one was going to be number 7, right? Swamp Thing and Batman cover. Again, Wrightson. Classic cover. Fantastic cover. When I first saw this, I knew I had to have that cover. That's a badass cover. Then, there's there's going to be some Bronze Age horror on the list, right? I mean, and you saw me get this, and I got it for this list, really, but I think it's one of the coolest. But this Witching Hour, number 13, like this kind of like really detailed face with the spider with a skull face on it, almost golden age. That is just amazing cover. It makes the list. Witching Hour number 13 makes the list. Classic Bronze Age horror. Lot to choose from. And we kind of decided that, these were the ones we were going to go with. And how about a House of Mystery? Number 206. This classic Halloween one. With the scarecrow with pumpkin head stabbed in the chest. Amazing. That makes the list. It makes the list because it's one of the best covers of that age. This is one I don't have, but I do have this modern reprint of it. You knew this was going to make the list. Right, at least I think you thought you knew this one would make the list, but House of Secrets 92 makes the list. This is a modern version, reprinted of the exact same cover, but it's a foil one. But you know what I'm getting at. I don't have it. I do plan on buying this, but it's very expensive. But another classic cover. It makes the list. That's by the way, this is a drawing of Walt Simonson's wife, Louise Simonson. I believe it's Louise. Correct me in the comments if it's not Louise. But yeah, this was her when she was very young. And we'll head on over to Marvel, and this Brunner cover of the Giant-Sized Man thing. Again, I think everybody knew this was going to be on the list. The burning hand in the face of the man thing makes the list because it's badass. And Gorko the Man Frog's in this issue. Gorko? But yeah, ever since I saw this as a kid, I always loved that cover. Then you probably knew this was going to be on the list too, but when you're going through the whole Frank Miller run of Daredevil, you're going to pick some kind of a cover, right? So you're going to pick the most iconic one. Daredevil with the gun, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Almost like a Dirty Harry homage, this cover. Again, fantastic cover. It makes the list. According to science. It's not an opinion. And we're not doing all keys. You could see that. We're not doing all keys, but there are some keys in here. And yeah, I believe this is an Adams cover as well, but Spotlight 2, first Werewolf by Night, classic werewolf cover, and the first appearance of Werewolf by Night. Makes the list. It's werewolfy, and it makes the list. Then, there are two covers that are very, very similar, and I had to pick which one. So I consulted with the team, and Salvador Dali, he was talking about, I think the artistic merit is better on this one. So I was like, okay, all right. Spotlight 5. Mike Ploog greatness. We love Mike Ploog in this house. Mike Ploog is a hero, artistically speaking. And yes, between this and Ghost Rider 1, they're very similar, but I do prefer this one. I think there's more going on in it, and I like Ploog a lot. So Mike Ploog makes the list. Spotlight 5 makes the list. Then, could have picked a lot from this run, but I picked we, not I. I wasn't just me. We and Science ran it through the computer. How to Classic Sienkiewicz cover. That Moon Knight run. This is number 8. Fantastic cover. The great Sienkiewicz. Makes the list. This is the last Raw one I have. And how about let's go off of Marvel and DC. And how about the great Dave Stevens? I think the greatest Dave Stevens cover of all time. Right on the edge of the Bronze Age. From 1985. DNA Agents number 24. The super, super hot, the character's called Rainbow cover. Makes the list. I think it's the best Dave Stevens cover. And it makes the list. It makes the list. It makes the list. Look at it. I said look at it. Makes the list, guys. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Then, more Neil Adams. We're getting into the slab ones here, but Brave and the Bold number 93. This great Batman and House of Mystery cover by the great Neil Adams makes the list. Fantastic in every way. It's creepy and cool, and it's Batman and House of Mystery, and you knew something like this is inescapable to make the list. It makes the list. Then some more Spider-Man. Okay, a little bit more. Looking at Romita covers, and there were several that we could be splitting hairs on. But this one we picked, we decided was better, and I have it, so it made it a little easier to show it. So, Death of Gwen Stacy, ASM 121. Who's gonna die? Who's gonna be? Turns out, sorry, Gwen. Sorry, Gwen. You didn't make it this time. And then, again, we don't have all keys. Of course, we don't have all keys, but we have some big keys coming up because they have to make the list because they are great. And, yeah, I mean, Gil Kane and John Romita working together on a cover that became iconic and probably really put this character on the map. 129. First Punisher. It makes the list. It's iconic, classic, great cover in every way. Makes the list. Because of course it makes the list. And I mean, if we're talking iconic, I mean, got a lot of Romita and stuff, but another one where he collaborated on this. But again, classic cover, and again, maybe helped put this character on the map. But 181, Hulk 181 makes the list. It makes the list. It makes the list. Wendigo's here too. Made the list, guys. What do you want me to do about it? And then, I mean, okay. I know there's a lot of the same artists, but they're the best, right? And another Gil Kane classic cover. It's a cover that when I first saw it when I was a kid, I was mesmerized by it. But GSX number 1 makes the list. Breaking out of the cover on ya. Breaking out of the cover, the whole new team coming out. makes the list, and there's one more. There's one more that's on the list. And it is Batman 227. Makes the list. Makes the list. Makes the list. It makes the list. It makes the list. It made the list. It made the list. It made the list. God, Lee made the list. What you want me to do about it? So that's it. That is your Bronze Age list. For complaints, please submit your complaints in triplicate, in writing, to Post Office Box 4269 at Rancho Cucamonga, California 60699, 62456. And we will get back to you within the next 6 months. You can save all the but actuallys. But, yeah. That's the thing. And yes, I know the last one, I know it was gratuitous and I did it on purpose. I know I did it on purpose. Don't but actually me. I did it on purpose because I just got the goddamn comic book and I wanted to show it. Shut up. Okay, I know Batman 220. I know. Shut the fuck up. I know what I did. I did it on purpose, dude. Calm down. But actually, Chonko, oh no. Yes. I know. I thought it was funny. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's the list. That's the list based upon science and Salvador Dali, and yeah, thanks Salvador Dali and Splinter and Sarah Frazetta, computer from Star Trek. Got that whole thing done in under 23 minutes. Still waiting on this original art. The post office just sucks. I'm sorry, the post office is garbage. But hopefully it'll be here by tomorrow. If not, I don't know. I'm going to just lose my mind. That's it for now. Weekend's coming. You made it just like I told you you would. Hope you're doing well. Hope the people in your life are doing well. I will talk to you soon. Streams tomorrow night. Yeah. Happy Thursday and welcome Friday. Bye.